Why do teens get into relationships so early? Why do young teenagers always tend to or always happen to get into relationships so early? This is a question I've been wondering since middle school. Since sixth grade, since seventh grade, a lot of kids always happen to get up in relationships. They might last, they might not. Realistically, I'm gonna be honest, they never do last. I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, they don't last. They never do. Especially with the younger audience, like middle school. I've always wondered that question. Why do teens get into relationships so early? And not just teens, kids, because in middle school, you between age 10 and 14, which is obviously like teen. But I'm saying like sixth grade, you're like 11, 12. Seventh grade, 12, 13. Eighth grade, 13, 14. But why it's a genuine question because, to be honest, I don't know the answer, but I'm going to discuss what I think is the answer. Is it low self-esteem? Is it trying to mature and grow up fast? You know how kids are. Kids always be like, hey, I'm 18 now. I'm a grown-ass adult. I can do whatever I want. You know, kids have that I want to be an adult mindset very young in life. I don't want no adult telling me what to do in my life. I want to do anything I want. Is it that? That could be that. Plus, another thing that I think, relationships, love, compassion, having a partner is a fun, beautiful thing. I ain't gonna lie. For women, I don't know how women feel for men. A lot of females always talk about they want to be single, they don't need a guy. Some women that I know in life says that they need a relationship, but these are like older women. These are adults, so that's kind of out the window. That point is out the window. Let me just not talk about that. Let me get back to the younger kids now. Men, a lot of guys, and I heard a lot of guys say it at school. I think it. I'm a man. I have these emotions. And then, of course, adult men. They want a side partner. They want a partner. It could be for sex. It could be for... I'm just going to be real. A lot of people just want to have sex. I ain't going to lie. It could be just experimenting. It could be just having that love, having that partner, having that compassion. It could be a couple reasons, but the genuine question, the genuine wonder is, why do young kids always happen to be in relationships? Like, these kids be between age 12 and 19, always getting girlfriends, always getting boyfriends. And the key thing to that is that they never last. It always fucks up. It always fails. It always crashes. There's millions of reasons. There's millions of reasons to that. These are children. Children may not know how to, be an adult, mature, hold a relationship down. A lot of kids don't have God in their life. A lot of kids don't have morals. A lot of kids don't have Bible aspects in their life. So they crash. They crash fast. There's a couple reasons, and I keep saying because I genuinely really don't know. I think what I'm talking about could be right, but I'm missing key components. A lot of people that I went to school with, a lot of boys that I went to school with, a lot of girls, a lot of my boys were losing their virginities before they turned 18. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my boys were going crazy in the bedroom as teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Always talking about. I remember I had a friend in 8th grade. I'm not gonna say his name, but I remember him. We were having this conversation. This nigga pulled out a box of condoms in his book bag and was talking about, I'm about to go crazy, and he dapped me up. I mean, I dapped him up because that's tough, but that's tough. What? You know what I'm saying? So that's 8th grade. So we're like 14, 15. Plus he's older than me. So I think he's older than me. I'm not sure. He might be older than me. He could have been 15 right there. He could have been 14. We were both 14 at the time. But I generally, a lot of boys, a lot of girls, and I'm not, and no disrespect to the females, but a lot of females, right? A lot of women, they don't hold relationships down. A lot of these girls have boyfriends like every 3 months. A lot of gossip happens, a lot of division happens. A lot of girls say they just don't fuck with him no more. A lot of girls, and it's not just besides relationships, like romantic relationships, friendships too. Girls are quick to cut girls off. They just, I don't fuck with her no more. I don't talk to her no more. Just removing people out their bubble. I have so many gossip stories at Achievement First Hartford. Anybody who went to Connecticut, anybody who's a class of 2024, class of 2023, class of 2022, anybody who went to Achievement First Hartford, my name is Gary. You know who I am. I'm black. Just check out my other videos. I had to say I'm black. I don't know why, but I'm Jamaican. You know who I am. I had dreads. In middle school, I didn't have dreads. You know who I am, Gary. You know my voice. You know who I am. Just check my videos out. I rep Connecticut. But a lot of kids at Achievement First are quick to remove people out their bubble. Relationship-wise, romantic relationship-wise, friendship-wise, a lot of girls is able to just kick girls out, stuttering. I don't fuck with her no more. I don't talk to her no more. I'm like, damn. There's no hate to females, no hate to women, but I'm genuinely talking about this. This is a common trend that I saw. But back to the relationship thing, romantic relationship thing. A lot of girls lose their virginity fast to boyfriends. They have boyfriends that got money. They have boyfriends from this school. They would try a boyfriend from my school, then they would try boyfriends from other schools. Guys would hop on the boys at my school would try to go get a girl on social media. I was going to say that girls get guys on social media. No. The boys from my school will go get girls from social media. They act like players already, like it's the 2000s and 2010s. But what I meant to say was girls. Girls will stick with, they would try a guy at my school, and then they would try a guy from other schools, and then see how it lasts. So these girls will end up in relationships, like 3, 4, 5 relationships in 1 year. The sophomore year, the junior year, and they had 6 relationships. They already cut mad girls off. They cutting mad boys off. I don't fuck with him. We're done. That's old news. You know what I'm saying? You bring up an old relationship at my school, and they're making it seem like you're bringing up World War II or Hiroshima. They look at you like, yo, chill, don't bring that up. I'm like, damn, what if the person just, because a lot of people at my school just gossip. They just gossip when I was in high school and when I was in Achievement First, when I was in that. Gossip. So when you bring up an old relationship, just imagine how that's going to go. You know what I'm saying? They used to take this shit serious. Real serious. Yo, I'm so glad I'm out of that limelight. A lot of people used to gossip at my school. I removed myself from gossip. I hated when girls used to bring in some dumb shit, trying to cuss at me. I'm like, get me the fuck. I don't talk to people. You can't pull me into gossip. I don't gossip. That's a whole nother story for another day, though. That's a whole nother story. I don't miss high school. But yeah, back to the relationship thing, though. It could be low self-esteem. It could be girls, teenagers, guys. They don't have belief in themselves, so they want someone else to tell them that they're worthy. They always want to have a partner by, always hugging, always kissing, always buying each other shit. A lot of guys also like to show off to other guys. Hey, yo, this is my girl. I like her. Let me go get her. She's mine. People just be having this childish mentality. I don't really know. There's a couple reasons, though. I think the main reason is that kids want to feel like they're grown-ass adults. Kids want to feel like they're grown-ass adults. They want to feel like they're mature. And I'm putting quotations on all of this, because these niggas will never be mature. They want to feel like they're mature. They want to feel like they're grown-ass adults. They want to feel like that they could do whatever they want. The whatever they want is the biggest thing to this, because they always feel like they can't be stopped and you can't tell them nothing. You know, they working jobs, they making money, they buying Jordans. Oh my God, the girls be walking around with Stanley cups. The girls be walking around with book bag. Man, these girls, oh my God, jewelry and everything. So they feel like they can't be stopped. Okay, now I could do whatever I want to do, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. It could be just wanting to become an adult so fast, because teenagers be quick to want to become adults. I really don't get it. I like being a kid because I had no responsibilities, but I do like being an adult because I get to step up. I like this part of life, and maturity and older and all that. You learn so much. But I think people just want to just do more and not be told that they can't do it. They think about when they're a kid, and like, I remember even as in elementary in 5th grade, kids was always talking about, that's your girlfriend? You're like 10, 9 years old. What do you mean girlfriend? Humble yourself. I don't know. Why do teens always happen to get into relationships so early, so soon, so fast, and it never lasts, is a question that I don't think I can 100% accurately answer. This is just what I think it could be, this video right here. I realized that I didn't even give an intro. I just started talking. That's tough. But I will give an outro, though. I think that's it. I talked about age. I talked about relationships never lasting. I talked about what could be a motive, always wanting a companion, a partner. I talked about girls cutting off friendships. I talked about guys wanting to have sex. Guys be wanting to be young players. Guys be wanting to be young playboys. My boy was really walking around in school with condoms. I remember he even was trying to pull the girls. You know what I'm saying? He was hugging onto the girls and he was like, I got something in my bag. You know what I'm saying? The girls were laughing because he's fine. You know what I'm saying? No, look, I'm complimenting him. He looked like a model. And he got and now he got dreads, but at the time he didn't have dreads. You know, he got swag, he got aura. So the girls was probably like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They were honored that he was asking because I can only imagine what his body count is right now. But I'm just saying, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people that I hung on with, we all look good. We all could be players, all could be playboys. We all could be walking around mad girls. But I ain't gonna lie, fame is something that could change that. Imagine if everybody that I went to school with, all of us, started making mad money. The girls would worship us. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Out here in Connecticut, we got different people, we got different situations. But I think if we were to get the limelight, we could turn some shit up. We could. We have different creative people over here, and I feel like all of us is different. The guys is different, the girls is different. We just gotta see when time will come. We just gotta see what will happen. I feel like we could turn some shit. We live over here. But this is all besides the point. What am I even talking about? Yeah, relationships. I just realized I'm talking about something completely different. What am I talking about? All right. Okay. I think I named everything though. I think I named everything. Yeah, like, share, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the time of the video, I love y'all, and I am out. I am not out. I said my outro, and I realized what I wanted to say. I realized that I wasn't done talking about some other things. Holy shit! I went to go look back at my notes. So, quick little thing I wanted to talk about, because we're talking about relationships and we're talking about dating and we're talking about money. It's actually a good thing that I brought money up. Holy, that was perfect. Okay, gold diggers, gold digging, hoes, whatever you want to call it, thoughtism. That's tough. A lot of relationships, getting into relationships now is bad because of money. Money has become the god in the relationship. This is common with online relationships. This is common with adults. This kind of doesn't really have a connection to teenagers, but it still can mean that. A lot of girls might want to, hop onto you because you got money. I just wanted to mention that though. Dating now is really weird and critical. I'm mentioning money, and I'm gonna tie it to the start of the video. So dating now, the overall point of this section of the video, dating now is hard. It's challenging. It's critical. It's weird. Dating now is so cheeks. It's shitty. It's mid. Because a lot of kids can't hold a relationship because they're young, no morals, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to hold a relationship. Holding a relationship now doesn't work. Especially if you don't have God in your life, you don't have any morals. So a lot of kids it fails. So that's kind of like my overall point. Dating now is bad because of that. Everything I'm talking about in this video. Dating is also bad because a lot of people like the gold digging. It's just weird. But even gold digging been happening since the 1950s. I already talked about it. Gold digging been happening since the 2000s. I already talked about it in my other videos. Gold digging, a lot of things that's here now has been here for decades. Just right now it feels different. Because this is a different world we're living in. We're in a whole completely different decade, whole completely different timeline. Women changed and men changed. So my overall point, dating now is risky, is bad. With money that you have, with material that you have, the material aspect, money has become the god in the relationship. And then the age. How old are you trying to start a relationship? Do you know morals? What's your goal? What do you want in a relationship? Why is it not lasting? Because there's a ton of people that I know. Like, if I ever meet up with the people that I went to school with again, I might comment on this video. I might even make a new video about it in the future. And I asked them what their body count is. And matter of fact, I should even say body count. How many relationships have you been in? I should say, how many relationships have you been in? Because I feel like that number is about to be outrageous. These girls and these guys, and there's a lot of girls, and there's a lot, because I have a lot of female friends that I went to school with, a lot of girls. We're always getting into relationships from the 6th grade. Always having a boyfriend every few months. You know what I'm saying? Dating people that I know, dating people that was related to me, dating people, you know what I'm saying? Dating people that I grew up with. I didn't expect certain couples to get together. I'm like, y'all a thing? Back in 2018, 2019, 2017, people that I grew up with. I grew up with people from different communities, and then they come together. I'm like, y'all a thing now? You know what I'm saying? They saying, what up, Gary, and shit. They cool with me, and I'm like, yeah, what's up with y'all? I didn't know this was a couple. How my boy from kindergarten or elementary school dating a girl that I met in 5th grade, and y'all all of a sudden cool, or dating a girl that met in 3rd grade, 4th grade, from a whole different classroom. Now y'all a thing. Now y'all know each other. It was crazy, man. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure a lot of my friends remember those relationships. Like, if I was to ever talk to them again, but you remember that relationship that you had in 8th grade, 7th grade, 2018, 2017, 2016? You remember that? They're gonna be like, what? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I hope they remember, because I do. So, yeah, this is just something I wanted to talk about. Why do kids get into relationships so often? What is going on? What is that conception? It's funny. It's funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny to me. It's funny as hell, because it never lasts. So I'm just sitting back watching. I mean, I don't get into relationships. I'm cool single. I don't mind being single forever. You know what I'm saying? I just be but the thing is, I could see the relationship end before it starts. As soon as it starts beginning, I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. And then it don't last for like 2-3 months. I could just see a future. Like, you two are not compatible for each other. You two it just don't work. And you both don't know morals. Of course it ain't gonna work so soon. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, getting into relationships now is completely weird. It's weird. It's difficult. It's tricky. A lot of people just immature, money, time, age, what they know, knowledge, etc. bro. I think that's it, though. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. It's just not authentic. Gold digging, that's not authentic. No morals, that's not authentic. That's why it never lasts. But this means for every age group. This means for teenagers in high school, college kids. I really wonder, the people I went to school with, I really wonder if they got into any relationships since college. I wonder who they met now. I'm curious, because I want to know. I really want to know. I'm genuine. Like, what's your taste? What's the type of girls do you like? What's the type of guys do you like? Because a lot of girls like the same guys, the same type guys. These niggas be having dreads. They look good. They dress. They smell good. And then they wonder why their relationships never last. Because they looking good to be playboys. They're looking good to not take anything serious. They may say something and then they slip up a relationship. All types of stuff. Stuff that I'm not even thinking of. And then the girls. I want to see the type of girls that my boys like. What's the type of girls you like? A lot of my boys like curvy, thick girls, of course, obviously. Curvaceous, slim, thick girls, pretty girls, long hair, light skins, Spanish, Latinas. You know, I see what they like. And then I want to see how that lasts. So I'm just thinking though. But anyway, I think that's enough for the video. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. If you made it time for this time. Oh my God, I can't talk. Thank you for watching. If you made it to this time in the video, I'm stuttering like crazy. And I'm out.